Welcome to Gibraltar.
In today's first episode of this new series, we will be taking you on a little tour of some of the things you can see in this British overseas territory. So let's start the show. Gibraltar is a British overseas territory and a strategically important region located at the southern tip of the Iberian Peninsula. The peninsula overlooks the Strait of Gibraltar and the Mediterranean Sea and is known for its iconic rock, and its colony of Barbary macaques is Europe's only wild monkey population. Gibraltarians are British citizens. It is self-governing in all areas except defence and foreign policy, and is home to a British military garrison and naval base. It is one of 14 British overseas territories, the others including Bermuda, the Falkland Islands and the British Virgin Islands.
So we have now landed in Gibraltar and we are gonna go through immigration now. Wow, look at that. So this is Gibraltar and it's twinned with Goole, Ballymena, Funchal. I've heard of Funchal in Kingston in Jamaica. So this is Gibraltar Airport. It says it right here, Gibraltar International Airport. St. Anne's Gate. And this is the runway. We're on the runway, Marcus. I don't think we should be taking pictures. That was the plane that we just got off of. One World.
The first time I've ever taken a suitcase across a runway before.
And you saw our hotel before. Oh, it's like right there. But I think this might be the quickest time that we got from the plane to the hotel, right? This doesn't count as a hotel airport, right? Airport hotel, I mean.
They could claim that they are within walking distance there, but then I think any hotel is wrong.
Because we did stay at the one at Gatwick,
yeah.
But then this is slightly different. This is a really bizarre feeling walking across a runway.
Well, after you've crossed the runway, one of the first things you see is the Gibraltar Cradle of History Monument. The Cradle of History Monument is a 12-metre tall pillar adorned with a bronze statue of a woman holding a shield and a sword, signifying Gibraltar's long history as a place of human habitation. The monument stands in front of the Victoria Football Stadium, the former home ground of the Gibraltar national football team. The rock is rather imposing, Paul, isn't it? It's everywhere.
Tall.
Everywhere you look, it's always looming over you.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that this road which leads to the airport and to the frontier with Spain, I'm sure that there used to be traffic came up here. I can remember buses running up here, but it seems to be pedestrianised now, apart from the odd scooter.
Moped.
And moped. And there's one about to pass us. In fact, there's a
few
coming now, so you still have to watch where you're going when you cross the road. What have you spotted, Paul?
I am sure we saw some of these type of flowers or shrubbery in Australia.
Are they lupins? I'm not sure. They might be lupins.
They kind of look like cactus
or
something.
Oh, they are. Look,
like this
cacti.
looks like a cactus.
Yeah.
And then this is like the flower, I guess.
Let us know in the comments. And do keep those comments floral. We've been to Gibraltar before, but we've never been to a beach here. We're going to change that this time. We're going to visit the eastern beach. Well, there's the beach over there. It looks as though there's some construction going on, so I hope we can get to it. But in the meantime, Paul, what have you discovered? A load of rubbish.
So this is like a arty way to get rid of your trash. It looks like a bit of a steel type of fish, see-through fish.
Yeah. Do you think it's meant to have rubbish in
I
here?
have no idea.
Ah, oh, it is. It says, I am Bubbles. Bubbles the fish. You can leave your plastic with me for recycling. Oh, right. Now I see it.
No, it looks like trash.
Yeah, there's the mouth and there's the eye.
There's like two eyes. One on this side, one on this side.
Yeah.
Interesting, no?
There's a kind of a fishy smell around here as well.
Mm.
Oh dear, Paul. It looks as though we're not going to get onto this beach because there's a digger over there and it's all fenced off.
I am sure this isn't the only beach we could get to.
No, if we walk down here, there should be another one. Let's hope it's not under construction too.
We have made it to the beach.
Oh, so we can get down onto this bit. Yeah, there's like a sunbather down there. And steps.
You want to go further down?
Well, I think we should go down here now.
We should be playing with the sand. It doesn't look that clean though.
Well, there's lots of bits of like rubble. Well, mostly sort of wooden rubble. And also, is that the remains of a wigwam or something? Very strange. But I have to say, those buildings over there, they're new, yeah. We were here, I guess it was over 10 years ago.
No, longer.
Longer than that. And there certainly weren't flats like that at the base of the rock. Not that we were actually on the beach, but when we arrived on the plane, we saw these. And I thought, oh, that definitely wasn't there the last time. Lots of boats on the horizon as well.
I am on the sand. Shall we have a wee touch?
Yeah, I'm usually the one that grabs the sand, but I think you should have a go this time. Oh, is it warm?
Very.
Oh, right. Oh, I'll have to have a
So
go
there's
too.
like lots of sediment here. Lots of like rock, brittle. No, it's like sanded down. So it's kind of coarsish. So this isn't pure sand. It's like
It's mixed with other
bits and
ingredients.
bobs. There's like branches and stuff. There's like shells.
Yeah.
Yeah, mishmash.
My hands are really sweaty. I've got a bit of a bug while we're here, and I'm running a slight temperature and everything, so I think the sand's going to stick to my hands. Oh, wow, that is warm. That is warm, yeah. Well, you definitely wouldn't be able to build a sandcastle with that. But
You
yeah,
need some water first.
there's lots and lots of different elements to this. It hasn't been broken down as much as the sand that we saw in Australia and New Zealand and in Port Stewart. Oh, look, it's all around my ring now, Paul. I think we should head onto those rocks, unless we're told not to. Oh, it says keep off. Can you say keep off the what?
Danger. I see the red sign that says danger.
I can't make out that word, so I'm going to have to take a closer look. Okay, so it says keep off the groins, and that means the sea wall. It could be unstable. Well, there is someone sitting out there. At your own risk, but we're not going to risk it. Instead, we're going to have a walk down here.
Should I walk on the water?
Walk on the water?
No, like
In the water, I think you
should
mean.
I take off my socks and
Well, we have to get down there first, Paul. It's a bit of a slope. I think if we walk towards down that direction, there might be an easier way down to the shore. Well, Paul's made it over there. I'm going down this bit, which I think is a little bit easier than what he did. And the water is just there. So it'll be easier to walk on, I think, once we get onto the harder bit. Oh yeah, that's fine. Yes, Paul?
I am gonna take off my socks.
All right. What, now?
Yeah, I want to feel the water.
So you're going to sit up there or something?
No, I think I am just going to take it off standing up.
Okay, that might be a bit awkward, but all right. I wonder how warm the water is. The sand was warm, so you think that the water might be quite warm as well. Well, it is April when we are filming this, so it's not the warmest time of the year. You're going to find the water at its warmest point at the end of summer, sort of August, September time, I suppose.
I am probably going to regret this later, but I think because I was such a chicken whatever.
What, in Australia, you mean?
No, like I didn't do that when I was down there.
Yeah. Well, hurry up because the tide's coming in.
Oh no. Oh no.
What?
I almost slipped.
How are you going to dry your feet afterwards?
Well, I have tissues.
Alright.
I have tissues.
Well, I'm not going in.
No, I say I need to be a little more brave. Is it going to be cold?
No.
Ah!
It's cold, is it?
It feels a little cold.
Oh, gosh, it's coming right up now.
Yeah.
Don't go out too far.
I think I might just go.
Well, there could be like a sheer drop or something, so just be careful. Just tread very, very easily.
It feels a little bit cooler than I would like. I think the water temperature hasn't really heated up yet. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, Paul is sorting out his sandy feet, and I want to walk further along the edge of the beach here, just because there is supposed to be a tourist attraction called Scenic Shot of the Rock, and it's to, I guess, give you the best view. But I'm not sure that it's an actual thing. There is a little plaque or something over here, and there are some gates, and I'm not sure how far I can get, because the thing is, if you keep walking along here, you will eventually come to the border with Spain, and that is something that you cannot cross. So no, that's just a little post box. Let's keep going. So I'm not sure what that is in there, but it's all fenced off. But you can get further down here. Right, so this is the entire length of the eastern beach, and we can't get any further. There is another beach just over there, but there is a sign saying keep out, MOD, Ministry of Defence property. This is a closed area within the meaning of section 592 of the Crimes Act 2011. Unauthorised persons entering may be arrested and prosecuted. Gibraltar Defence Police. So I think this is the end of the road if you like, for the beach. Most people, when they visit Gibraltar, will head to Casemate Square, and it is just through these arches over here. It's incredibly busy. Everyone has just got out of school.
Oh wow. It is just like stalls and shops underneath these casements.
Well, I suppose, yeah. I remember there was a glass museum here when we were here the last time, which was many years ago. It could have been up at the Gibraltar Arts and Crafts Handmade Shop. But there are lots of restaurants over here, and there are some well-known names, but all the signage is quite unique, I think. So let's go take a look. And there's a real Spanish atmosphere here. As I said, everyone's just got out of school, so it's what time? 3:45 in the afternoon. And everyone is out enjoying the weather in April, as it is at the moment, enjoying the restaurants, enjoying the atmosphere. And I wonder, this music could very well be copyrighted, so we better keep moving. Next stop is the main street.
ICC Shopping Center, Emporium, Mango Kids. I think that they mostly sell women's type of clothes. So this must be the main thoroughfare. Over here is Monte Cristo Jewelers and Watchmakers.
Well, Paul, what do you think?
Oh look, they have a NatWest International right behind the tree.
Oh yeah, so this is Main Street. It's incredibly busy.
Well, I don't think it's that busy considering it's a weekday.
You think not? Oh, you think at the weekend it would be thronged? We've just seen some monkeys there. Of course, Gibraltar is renowned for its Barbary macaque apes. Now, they won't be featured in this episode, but they will be later in the series. So we're still walking along the main street, and there is one shop that we want to see, which will be featured in our shopping and eating episode. And of course, that is M&S.
Oh look, Marcus, we have come all this way from Uxbridge to Gibraltar just to see a hotel chocolate.
I wonder, do they take the money off vouchers in there?
Probably not.
The Cathedral of St. Mary the Crowned. Well, I was going to say that that was the smallest cathedral I've ever been in, and that size isn't everything, but then we did discover the full-sized cathedral as well. And what I was really interested to see was that the candles came all the way from Ireland. Well, we are now stepping down memory lane, Paul, because the last time that we were here, you said it was more than 10 years ago.
I think it was before I moved over.
Ah, right. Wow. That long ago? We stayed at the Bristol Hotel.
All right.
And I also stayed there the first time I visited here about 25 years ago.
So what is the significance of this?
Well, the significance of this is that at the Bristol Hotel, I had one of the best ever night's sleep of my life. I slept for 13 hours straight because
That is unheard
the
of.
rooms were just so comfortable. They were all this old wooden paneling, very old-fashioned, very dark, but you couldn't hear a thing. And I just fell asleep. I was probably as tired as I am now because I've been awake for, I don't know, 36 hours or something at the minute. But that was just fabulous. Now, we're not staying there this time. We're trying out another hotel, and you'll see it in our hotels week. But if you are planning to come to Gibraltar, I would say that the Bristol Hotel would be a really good place to stay. One more church, Paul. The Cathedral of the Holy Trinity. So running parallel to Main Street is Irish Town, and it's one long street of shops and bars. Now, did you know, Paul, that it doesn't specifically have any links to Ireland itself, but it's most likely named after an Irish regiment that was once based in Gibraltar?
No, I had no idea about that.
Paul, we are in an Irish place. We got a Gibraltar £10 note in our change. It is definitely not legal tender back in the UK, so this is one that we will be using while we are here. Paul, you are absolutely cock a hoop because you have found 2 coins with King Charles III on them.
And they say King of Gibraltar.
Yeah, you've got the 10p and the 5p, and you're going to keep these as souvenirs.
I thought that I was seeing things like, I have never heard of a King of Gibraltar.
And would you like to show us the other side?
I don't think that they are anything that I've seen before.
No.
They are weird.
The 10p especially is very shiny.
Like, I think this is like a bigger version of this.
Ah.
I don't know, is it? hey, if you like sitting back, relaxing, and watching a good tennis match, just as you would at the Australian Open, you could watch our YouTube channel. It's Paul and Marcus, by hitting the subscribe button, and it's free of charge. So why not?
Welcome to Ocean Village. This is a complex of over 20 restaurants and bars.
Wow.
And also an area where people choose to live now. A lot of it is on unclaimed land, or perhaps you could say unclaimed water. You say that there's a hotel on a boat, Paul?
On a yacht. I think I was looking at this on British Airways holidays, and I think it was a Sunborn hotel that we could have stayed at, but I wasn't 100% sure that I'd really want to be on a boat.
Oh right, so it's a 5-star yacht hotel. That's unusual to say the least. Oh, you can see the yacht hotel from here in its entirety. Sunborn.
I think that there's quite like a premise around this, that you are staying at sea but you're not going out to sea.
Yeah, and it's another way, I guess, where here in Gibraltar they can extend further out into the water as well.
Well, because there isn't that much land to begin with, is there?
A lot of it is taken up with the rock, of course.
Do you know what I think? I think that this might not be the only yacht hotel. I think that there would probably be more springing up to make better use of the land and the resources. A row of stores here, or I think that these are like letting agent type stuff, or property development type stuff.
So you could see how much it would cost to live down in the Ocean Village area.
Probably a hell of a lot.
What do you see?
4-bed, luxury 4-bedroom apartment, £2,100,000.
Pounds, that is. And at the Marina Club, rental property of the month here.
This is by the month.
Yeah, £1,750 per month. Having said that, we'll probably be paying that in Uxbridge before too long.
I think this place must do facials and treatments. Not saying that we need that.
I always like getting shots of lifebuoys, and this one comes with a sign. It says, "This lifebuoy is to help save people's lives. Improper use may cause unnecessary loss of life. Please do not tamper with this lifebuoy other than in an emergency. This company will use all possible means to prosecute any person who interferes with this lifebuoy other than in the case of an emergency." Well said. Paul, you found a map of Ocean Village. What can you tell us about this marina resort?
I think that they have a lot of eating type stuff like Wagamama, Las Iguanas, and Pizza Express, and then the Jar Gin and Craft beers. So we have noticed a lot of realtors and estate agent type of places, because I'm sure that they want to market all this real estate.
And there's a lot of it.
It is reclaimed land, right?
I believe a part of it is, yes. Well, I think all this area, I'm sure that wasn't there, a lot of this, the last time that we were here.
And here was the sun born.
Oh, yeah.
So it is number 5. So I think it's like one of these big yachts that is sticking out somewhere.
The bottle shop.
Expensive bottle shop, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I think this is like home furnishing type stuff, because I see bedding and kids stuff and like things like vases and tableware.
Yeah. And seating for the living room, office furniture. Is this a little cafe?
Yes.
Ooh, they've got a toilet, and that's what I need. So I think we'll go in there for coffee. What do you think?
Yes.
So I've just spotted this fantastic map. So the cafe is actually run by NAFI, which is the Services Catering Group, and it gives an entire history of the organisation. And a couple of things have stood out for me. A reminder of home, of course, Northern Ireland. Down here, somewhere where I would love to visit, the Falkland Islands.
So they received centenary, now Queen Elizabeth II, and then they had the 100th birthday, and now they received a new patronage from King Charles V.
So it's good that our coffees are helping to support the organisation, Paul. Well, the NAFI Cafe was a really good find. I was just reading about it, because up until 2023 you could only find these on armed forces bases.
Ooh.
But then they extend it to the general public, and there's 2 cafes, one here, right here in Gibraltar in Ocean Village, and the other one is in England, in Fareham in Hampshire.
Oh.
Yeah. So we might have to try to visit that one sometime too. Let's go over this little bridge, Paul.
Yeah.
Thai restaurant.
Yeah.
Paul, look at the rock from here.
Are you sure we are going all the way up there?
Well, maybe not up to that bit, but we will be going up onto the rock in our next episode. But that's quite a view of it from here.
I think that it's best not to go when it's raining.
So here we are at Trafalgar Cemetery, and this board gives a description of the history of the Trafalgar Cemetery and Nelson. This cemetery was consecrated in 1798 and originally known as South Ditch Cemetery because of its location south of the defensive wall. Although its present name commemorates the Battle of Trafalgar, only 2 of those buried here died of their wounds suffered at Trafalgar. Most of those that died at Trafalgar were buried at sea, and Lord Nelson's body was transported back to London for a state funeral and burial at St Paul's Cathedral in London. Although Lord Nelson is not buried in Gibraltar, there are a number of connections between the Admiral, Trafalgar and Gibraltar, Apart from the naval facilities such as the Naval Yard, the Victualling Yard, the Mount, the Old Naval Hospital and Rosiah Bay, where the HMS Victory was towed into after the Battle of Trafalgar with Nelson's body on board, all places Nelson would have visited during the times he came through Gibraltar. The Trafalgar Cemetery has become a mini oasis at the southern end of the busy city of Gibraltar. Over the centuries, trees have become established, and given its protected status as a place of rest, the cemetery has become a mini arboretum with a variety of both local and exotic trees and plants. You are fascinated by Gibraltar's defensive walls, aren't you, Paul?
These arches, I think that they're strategic outposts against invaders.
Yes.
Locked phone box.
It's a chicken?
I think that there's like one there or one there. There's one down there. There.
Why are the chickens here?
There's like one down there too.
Oh wow. Hello. Where's the other one?
There's like
Oh, there's one over here.
This one's down.
There's one over there. Somewhere. Yeah. Oh, there's one over there, yeah.
There's like two back there.
Oh, wow.
In total? This is like the weirdest thing.
This is just outside the Botanic Gardens. Chickens.
They could fly, right?
Oh, yeah.
That one flew up.
They're noisy. So there's like 4 of them?
No, 5.
I see 4.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, yeah.
There's like 3 up there.
The one over there is like really colorful. Where is it? Can't see it now. Oh, up here. That's multicolored, that one. Oh, that one's multicolored too, actually, now it gets up.
That one's like climbing up.
Well, they've gone quiet now.
There's still one down there.
Yeah. This one preening was the noisiest. Not anymore. It's quieting down.
I never thought that we would have been seeing chickens in that tree.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
Look at all these pussies. Hello.
Look. Hello. Lovely pussies. They have the same tendencies as the...
Bye bye.
Wow, look at that, Paul. From our hotel room, you can see the Rock of Gibraltar at night, and it's all lit up.
Yeah, I think it is a good time to do it before any rain showers are expected to hit.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it in this light before. I think for the most part it's been somewhat cloudy, right? I don't think we looked out when it was sunny per se.
Well, when we checked into the hotel we did, but yeah, we haven't seen it looking like this because our first night we went to bed so early because we were so tired. I hadn't gone to sleep the night before we got here.
I think I'm still tired.
Yes. You can see a bit of it over at that side too.
So what are these bits over here? They're like indentations over here, closer to like the light area. I think that's where they take the rubbish.
Yeah, well, that's a scrapyard over there, a car scrapyard. But isn't it magnificent? Picture the scene. You have not subscribed to It's Paul and Marcus on YouTube. So just hit the subscribe button to make sure you never miss an episode. We are on the bus and we're on the way to Europa Point. So we had a very nice bus ride on the number 2 to Europa Point, and the bus driver was just giving us some information about other buses we could get back if we wanted
Like
to have a look at the east side. Yeah, but we're a bit short on time, to be honest, because we're flying back this afternoon. It's 9:30 at the moment.
And it looks magnificent, look.
And we're probably having the best weather of our entire time here. Unfortunately, I haven't been too well during this trip. I've had some sort of bug, and it has spoilt things a little bit. I always love looking at post boxes wherever we go, and there's a very special episode coming up soon where we will be featuring post boxes from all around the world. So the area where the bus will drop you off, there is a mosque and there are toilet facilities here. You could visit the Gibraltar Marine Interpretation Centre, and if you're in need of a refreshment, there is the Europa Point Cafe, and that is going to be our first port of call. Right, Paul? Because we need some proper coffee.
And also proper food, maybe.
Well, let's go and take a look.
I had more than... Is this the kiddie area?
It's not just for kids, Paul, it's for big kids as well. This is the recreation and leisure park, and there are lots of slides and things. I think you ought to go on one.
No.
No?
No.
Anything? Let's see what there is.
It's for kids.
It didn't say it was for kids.
Did it not say it was for kids?
It's got the soft surface to walk on, so if anyone does have a tumble, they're not going to fall onto hard ground. Rope climbing, slides. Gibraltar Rugby Club is also here, and football as well. A rugby football club, I suppose. Harding's Battery, Paul, with a very large cannon. Now, did you know that from Europa Point you can see Africa?
Where? Is it there?
Yeah. Do you see that landmass
Yeah.
right over there? That is Africa.
It's quite close, isn't it?
Yeah. Europa Point is the southernmost point of Gibraltar, located at the entrance to the Strait of Gibraltar where the Atlantic Ocean meets the Mediterranean Sea. Here sits the Europa Point Lighthouse, also known as the Trinity Lighthouse. It was inaugurated in 1841 and has undergone several upgrades, including automation in 1994 and conversion to LED operation in 2016. The lighthouse features a classic British 19-metre masonry tower with a lantern and gallery, situated 49 metres above the high water mark. Nearby buildings housed the lighthouse keepers and their families until the system became fully automated in 1994. Until then, it was the only lighthouse outside the British Isles operated by Trinity House, a lighthouse agency based in England. These are some of the birds that you might be able to see at Europa Point, Paul. What have we got?
Balearic shearwater.
The northern gannet. The Mediterranean gull.
Oh, puffin.
Okay, from this vantage point you're going to see Africa much better. That's Spain over there.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is Africa.
Yeah. Take a look, Paul.
Look, Africa's over there.
Yeah. It says this memorial was funded by the Republic of Poland, endeavoured by Council for the Protection of Memory of Combat and Martyrdom, owing to the kindness of the Gibraltar authorities. You could go fishing here as well, Paul. Look, there's an angler just down there.
Oh.
So look, Paul, it's tuna fishing.
Ooh.
Right. It says that for centuries the Strait of Gibraltar has provided abundant marine resources to the inhabitants of the Mediterranean and Atlantic coasts of Europe. That sounds like abracadabra. Almadrabda tuna fishing is an age-old technique originating from the Phoenicians over 3,000 years ago. I wonder if this chap is fishing for tuna today.
Marcus, is that the main rock on the island?
It's not an island, Paul.
No, like on this
Peninsula.
So
Yes.
This is the main one.
Well, there is only one. Yes, that's the tip of the rock that you're seeing up there. Because we are at the southernmost point, you see,
right,
in Gibraltar. So we're now looking at the rock from behind. Whereas before we've been looking at it sideways.
and also from the front.
Partially from the front, yeah. From the front you'd really need to be in the sea, I think.
Yeah.
So this area where we're standing now with the picnic tables behind us is Nun's Well.
Ooh.
There's information here. It talks about the Spanish period, but before that it says Nun's Well is much older than the Spanish occupation and was probably constructed during the early Moorish period. Nevertheless, the original construction could be even older. For when Tariq arrived in 711 AD, he found a small Genoese settlement above the Europa flats in what is now Buffadero, and they would have required access to water. Hence the name well. Here comes the bus. Our lady. Yes, she recognised us. She'll be glad that we're walking up this way, because she actually suggested that we should walk up past the mosque, which is right here, and through this tunnel, yeah, which will take us to the eastern beach.
Yeah.
So, well, the eastern side of the rock,
Yeah.
because we were actually at the eastern beach earlier on. But yeah, we'll see how long this walk might take us. And of course, as always on these episodes, it's the day that we're leaving now, and it's the best weather of the entire trip.
Isn't that the case always?
Yeah, always. Oh, Paul.
But it feels nice and cool.
Yeah, there's a bit of an echo in here now too. So we are now inside the Rock of Gibraltar.
Wow.
Yeah, a nice cool breeze. And of course you'll notice I'm not wearing a hat. Well, it's because, I don't know if I mentioned it in another episode, but when we went to the monkeys at the top of the rock, I lost the cap that I was wearing, and it was Paul's cap. I'm sorry, Paul.
Did the monkey snatch it?
Well, we'll say that anyway. I think I just lost it. Oh! Gosh. Water just came down.
There's cars coming.
Of course there are cars in here too. It's one way,
Yeah.
so they're coming towards us. It is rather damp. There's like water dripping down. So, yeah, we might get a little bit soaked. Well, we've been walking for about 5 minutes now, and there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, wow. Marcus, look. There's a waterfall. This is definitely a hidden gem.
Well, I remember the bus driver, she did mention something about a waterfall, and this is spectacular.
Wow.
Look, the Insect Inn. A little hotel for bugs. Who might be in today? I hope there aren't any wasps in there. And there's a swimming pool down there, which might be part of another hotel complex, because on this side of the rock there are hotels as well. But let's go and take a look at the waterfall. Oh, we can smell the sea here. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that. Well, we do hope that you have enjoyed today's episode, and we have a lot more from Gibraltar still to come.
Yes, indeed. For those of you that have liked today's episode, give us a thumbs up. For those of you that have not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. And for those of you that want to leave a comment, you can do so as well.
And if you'd like to buy us a coffee to help us along the way, there is a link in the description. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
What is Could have known that was going to happen.